Imagine your brain literally shrinking in some areas while expanding in others. Intense emotional, hormonal shifts, and losing appetite even for your favorite meals. Your brain is shifting its very architecture to prepare for a new life. Most people talk about the glow or the morning sickness, but the real transformation is happening deep within the neural pathways. This is called matrescence, which is a psychological metamorphosis as profound as adolescence, yet far less discussed. Altered psychological functioning can occur from the very beginning to the end of pregnancy, including the postpartum period. Today, we're peeling back the layers of the pregnant mind, from the hormonal storms to the structural rewiring of the prefrontal cortex. The hormonal highway act. The psychological journey begins with a chemical explosion. From the moment of conception, the body becomes a factory for hormones like estrogen and progesterone. In a single pregnancy, a woman produces more estrogen than she would in her entire life if she weren't pregnant. But these aren't just physical chemicals. They are powerful neuromodulators. Progesterone acts as a natural sedative, often leading to the intense fatigue and brain fog reported in the first trimester. Meanwhile, estrogen ramps up sensitivity. This is why a simple commercial or a misplaced set of keys can trigger a wave of tears. It's not irrationality. It's the brain's emotional processing centers being dialed up to maximum volume. This hormonal shift serves a vital evolutionary purpose. It heightens the woman's sensitivity to her environment, preparing her to detect threats and respond to the subtle cues of a newborn. The structural rewiring. Perhaps the most startling discovery in recent psychology is that pregnancy actually changes the structure of the brain. Recent MRI studies show a reduction in gray matter in regions associated with social cognition. Now, reduction sounds scary, but it's actually a process of synaptic pruning. Just like a sculptor carves away excess marble to reveal a masterpiece, the brain prunes away less necessary connections to make the social brain more efficient. This specialization happens primarily in the prefrontal cortex and the temporal lobe. These areas are responsible for empathy, understanding others' intentions, and bonding. Essentially, the brain is clearing the deck to prioritize the mother-infant relationship. This rewiring is so distinct that researchers can look at a brain scan and tell with nearly 100% accuracy whether a woman has been pregnant. This isn't a loss of function. It's a massive upgrade in emotional intelligence. Matrescence. Call this transition matrescence. Much like adolescence, it is a period of becoming. It is the transition from being a woman to being a mother. This shift often creates a psychological tug-of-war. On one side, there is the old self, the woman who had total autonomy, a specific career identity, and personal hobbies. On the other side is the new self, a person whose life is now inextricably linked to another being. This conflict can lead to feelings of grief. It's a taboo topic, but many pregnant women feel a sense of loss for their old life. Understanding matrescence helps normalize these feelings. You aren't bad for missing your freedom. You are simply navigating a massive identity reorganization. This is the stage where nesting begins. Psychologically, nesting is more than just cleaning a house. It is a way for the mind to exert control over its environment when the internal changes feel overwhelming. Anxiety and the hypervigilant mind. As the third trimester approaches, the psychology of the pregnant woman shifts toward protection. This manifests as increased anxiety. Will the baby be healthy? Will I be a good parent? Am I safe? These thoughts are often fueled by intrusive thoughts, sudden scary images of things going wrong. Psychologists view these as the brain's way of simulating dangers to ensure the mother is prepared to prevent them. However, there is a fine line. When this anxiety interferes with sleep or daily function, it moves into the realm of clinical concern. During this phase, the need for the tribe becomes paramount. Humans are cooperative breeders. Psychologically, a pregnant woman's stress levels are significantly lowered when she perceives a strong social support network, especially from their partners. The feeling of being held allows her brain to shift from survival mode to nurturing mode. The cognitive fog and baby brain. We've all heard of baby brain, the phenomenon where pregnant women forget their keys or struggle to find common words. Is it real? Yes and no. While gray matter is being pruned, objective testing often shows that a pregnant woman's memory is actually quite stable. The forgetfulness is usually a result of cognitive load. The brain is so preoccupied with the monumental task of internal monitoring and preparation that it has less RAM available for trivial tasks, like where the car is parked. Interestingly, while verbal memory might dip slightly, social and emotional memory often improve. A pregnant woman becomes better at reading facial expressions and detecting subtle emotions in others. Her brain isn't failing. It is simply reallocating its resources to the skills that will matter most in the coming months. Pregnancy is more than just a 9-month-long physical process. It is a permanent psychological upgrade. By the time the baby arrives, the mother's brain has been physically and chemically optimized for caregiving. Matrescence is a journey of shedding an old skin to reveal a more resilient, empathetic, and cognitively specialized version of oneself. If you are on this journey, remember, the fog is just your brain focusing on what truly matters. You aren't losing yourself. You are finding a version of yourself you haven't met yet.